You're welcome. This is Chemical Scholar. In this channel, we'll be talking about everything chemistry. We'll be discussing about chemistry practicals and be posting examples of chemistry practicals for exams, and we'll also be discussing specimens and then the possible questions that may be coming out in exams such as WAEC, NECO, and NAPTEP. We shall also be posting and be discussing this channel about exams and school practicals such as schools such as universities and polytechnics. So you are at the right place. You're welcome. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and you on the notification button so that any video we post you can always get first-hand information. Welcome to Chemical Scholar. So today we shall be talking about tips on how you can write your chemistry WAEC practical for 2022 and have good grades and smash it very well without issues. Now, there are so many things to consider if you are going to write exams. And number one thing is, when you're going for an exam, you have to have confidence in yourself and what you can do. Don't just go into exam hall and be fidgeting, or you go to exam hall and be having exam tension. No, be confident and know that since you have read and you have done what you are supposed to do, as you go to exam, you will be confident that you are going to write this exam and you are going to pass it very well. And once you have done that, then no problem. Now, what are the things that you are going to do so that you will not have issues with your exam? Because so many people make a lot of mistakes while writing exam. After writing exam, you say, "I've finished everything. I've given this people assignments. I will pass it by flying colors." But at the end, you notice that you have very low score. Why? Because of little mistakes that we make while writing exams. So this one, you're going to be writing chemistry practicals in your WAEC and in your NECO this year, 2022. Now, what are the things you need to consider while writing your exam so that you'll be very careful with them and then make sure you don't commit silly mistakes that will reduce your marks? Number one thing is that when taking readings from your experiments, make sure you take accurate reading. Your reading must be very accurate. Don't just go there and then anything you see you record. No, be careful so that the readings you take will be very accurate and then you record them. Another thing is that when you write your readings down, don't make the mistake of not putting the units of all those readings you take. If it is in cm, make sure you put cm so that they will know that this reading is in cm. If it is in cm, centimeter cube, which is cm cube, or if it is in decimeter cube, which is dm cube, you make sure you write it in cm cube or in dm cube. So don't forget your units. Very important. The third one is your decimal places. When you take readings from sciences, not just in chemistry but in all the sciences, make sure that you put your reading in at least 2 decimal places. Very important. At least 2 decimal places. Some apparatus, if you are using them, you might need to put it in 3 decimal places, but standard, make sure it is in at least 2 decimal places. That's very important. If you put your readings in 2 decimal places, then you are sure you will be scored very well. Now, look at what happens when you don't put your reading in 2 decimal places. If the examiner look at it and it is not in 2 decimal places, what they will just do is that they say, if it's not in 2 decimal places, it will cut your mark. They will score you 0 because they will check the accuracy of the apparatus you used and then use it to score you. So make sure it is in at least 2 decimal places. For me personally, I like using 3 decimal places so that there will be no mistake. Now, another thing you need to check out is consistency of value. Now, what do I mean by consistency? Or let me say consistency in your reading. What do I mean with your consistency in your reading? Now, if you started recording your reading in 2 decimal places, make sure that you continue all the reading in 2 decimal places. Not when after recording in 2 decimal places, maybe 2 decimal places. Make sure that you continue all the reading in 2 decimal places. Not when after recording in 2 decimal places, maybe you record the first reading in 2 decimal places, then you go on to record the second one in 3 decimal places, then the third one in 4 decimal places, then you come back to record in 2 decimal places. No, if you started with 2 decimal places, make sure that all your reading are in 2 decimal places. Then if you started with 3 decimal places, make sure that all your reading are in 3 decimal places. Very, very important, so that you avoid all these small mistakes that will reduce your mark while doing marking. Now, what do you need to consider again? Now, during your qualitative analysis, make sure that anything you observe, you record it very well. Like if you are doing qualitative analysis and you observe a gas, colorless, odorless gas, then what do? You record the gas you observed. Let's assume that the gas you observed is carbon 4 oxide. You record that you observed carbon 4 oxide, and then you record the ions you suspect it contains carbon 4 oxide. Ions such as CO3 2 minus or HCO3 minus. So you record them, you record the gas, and then record the radical from which such gas can be gotten. You make sure you record it, so that because there are marks allotted to all those gases. So you don't just come and say you notice a colorless or odorless gas, and then you come and write from CO3 2 minus. No, if you write that without recording what the gas is, then you are committing an error. So make sure you record the correct gases. So if you do all these things and take note, then you will pass your WAEC exams very well, your WAEC chemistry practical exams very well. Another thing very important you need to know is that you need to go and learn how to do calculations under quantitative analysis. Learn all the necessary formulas, how to calculate concentrations in gram per dm cube and in mole per dm cube, and how to convert it from gram per dm cube to mole per dm cube. Then make sure you learn how to calculate concentrations using this popular formula: the volume of acid all over concentration of base times volume of base, which is equal to number of mole of acid over number of mole of base. Learn how to use such formulas to calculate, and all the necessary formulas. So when you have learned all these things, then you are ready for your WAEC chemistry practical, and I assure you, you are going to do wonders. You are going to do very well, and you will pass your chemistry practical very well. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe and you on your notification button.